Today we're going to be spectating a world record breaking Loki player when it comes to healing output to see what they do better and how we can improve together. So we have our guy VP here who's playing as Loki, and this guy goes crazy, man, when it comes to the healing output in this game. He actually breaks like a world record, I believe, for the healing output as Loki. It's not the world record healing output in general. We actually have already spectated that, and that was a LOKI Snow video back in season 1.5. But as Loki, man, this guy does a really solid job, and bit of an asterisk next to that actually, because we'll get on into why that is. But overall, this guy does a really solid job of his healing and also damage dealing output, and it's all based around how Loki's kit plays. Obviously, he's one of the more complex heroes to play in Rivals. A lot of his healing and damage output is splash based, so it's a little bit easier to get heals off with Loki than it is with other heroes that need to kind of directly hit, like Invisible Woman or LOKI Snow. Those are the kind of ones that have stronger healing outputs, but obviously they require a bit more precise aim, right? Loki doesn't quite require that, especially when you've got enough clones out on the field to actually do the healing. So we're attacking the enemy team here, doing a good job. They've kind of pushed us and held us in a little bit here. We've got a Luna ult, and we've got a lot of these going on in this game, man. So there's essentially 4 Lunas right now, 4 Luna ults, because we've got us when we copy our Luna, and we've got our Luna. We've also got the enemy team, Loki and Luna as well. So loads of Luna ultimates going to go off, and that's why I had put a slight asterisk next to the kind of healing output of this guy, because he does output a lot of healing as LOKI Snow and not just Loki as well. So that's one thing, right? But obviously he's going to copy the best ultimates that he can inside the game regardless. So like I said, he's doing a really good job of kind of finding off angles here, trying to kind of break the cover as well, which is what he's doing right now. And he puts a clone down against this Emma Frost, which is a really good play, because Emma can output tons of damage still, even after her nerfs. Put down a lamp really quickly as he put down the clone as well to help keep his LOKI Snow alive. And just staying back in the back line here, as you can see, dropping back with his Magneto. As you can see, his teammates are needing that help. He's getting dived on by the Winter Soldier, who's got an ultimate, but they managed to kind of push him back a little with a Magneto ultimate as well. We've got an enemy mag going off with an ultimate as well. We've got an Emma popping her ultimate as well. And we're kind of trying to push up as much as we can. Put the lamps down again to kind of try and stop as much damage as we can with that Emma Frost ultimate. But our divers are doing a really good job here. We've got a Venom and a Captain America who are doing enough in terms of pushing the enemy team back and causing distractions to kind of make them have to aim elsewhere, whilst we can constantly push up and pop these LOKI Snow ultimates all the time. So as you can see, these Luna ults will be getting us tons and tons of healing, especially since both of these teams are kind of grouped together quite heavily in terms of the battles that are happening. Healing up our team now. We're standing behind this cover here, as you can see, and we've popped down our clones and our lamps all together right now to try and stop as much damage as we possibly can, as again we've got another massive team fight going on. We've got another Luna ult, which is the enemy team's LOKI Snow at the moment, popping their ultimate, and we stand behind the cover when the Thor pops his ult in the enemy team. We've got another mag ult going off as well. These mag ults are crazy too. Took out our Luna, which is a big pick right there. So we're the only support right here, and the Hulk's right on top of us at the moment. And he manages to absolutely wreck us here, man. He just... Back in the fight again, as you can see here, doing a really solid job of holding off the enemy team. Just making sure we get enough heals out, pops our clones, and trying to aim as far as we possibly can. Obviously, Loki has no fall off when it comes to his healing and damage output, so we can kind of be as far back as we want and still trying to support our team as much as we can. Pop another Luna ult again, using the clap ability as much as we can. And obviously this is where your knowledge of other heroes comes in, because Luna's clap is pretty solid and really strong at healing through teammates. So it's something you do want to use before you pop the ultimate to get maximum usage out the hero. So he's used all the abilities from Luna, every single one of them, and then he switched back into his hero. And that's something that you need to make sure you do. Not just use the ultimate, make sure you use every single cooldown for that hero and get the max value you possibly can before popping the ultimate. And then going back to your Loki hero, obviously. Trying our best now to get this push on and to cap the point fully, which is obviously what we're trying to do here. Again, dropping back with our Luna, making sure we're healing up our tanks, keeping them alive, keeping them up during this fight. And our Captain America does go down, but we still got our Venom and our Mag holding the fort for us right now, which they're doing a really good job of. Swapping sides now, and what's good about the defending side with Loki is that you've got a bit more time to kind of set up your clones and place them where you want them to be placed. Obviously, that's a really good thing that you can do. And you've got a bit more kind of like prep time, right, on the defending side. So, as you can see here, we've popped our lamps down, making sure we stay alive. All of our clones are on top of high ground at the moment. We are dropping back a little bit here to make sure we can kind of heal up our team and not die. That's the main thing about support, is to try and keep yourself alive, right? That's one of the best things to do. So you're always available in there to heal your team up. And that's regardless which support you're playing, right? So you want to make sure you're always doing that. Pop in a clone right next to us so that when we do pop the lamps, they're all kind of clustered together, giving the maximum healing output. And again, just kind of putting down as much damage and healing as he can down range here. Pops his lamp to help himself and his Luna. Got another Luna ult going, man. Uses the claps again, but decides to pop the ult straight away because the Hulk's actually on us, man. This Hulk's doing a really good job and making us use all of our abilities, also our cooldowns and ultimates. So he's doing a really good job, even though he's not necessarily killed us a lot, but making sure we use all of our cooldowns, right? That's what his job is. Again, on the high ground now, and you always kind of want to play Loki higher up if you can. Back in the fight again, and what's quite good about Loki is that you can kind of snap yourself or switch to any of the clones that are still placed on the map if the enemy team hasn't destroyed them yet. Also, you can still heal as well whilst those clones are in position. So you don't need to really be all the way back from spawn yet to actually still help your team, right? Which is pretty cool. Popped a lamp down at the bottom as well. Got another Luna ultimate going, and hopefully this time we can get this off, and which we do, right? And our teammates almost got their Luna ult as well. So we're kind of cancelling out that Phoenix ultimate, and we've got a Venom ultimate going with the damage boost as well. We've got a Namor pops his ultimate on top of us, and we just go down. So we're kind of in this funnel at the moment where we can't get past this doorway, and we're just healing up our mag to hopefully keep him alive as much as we possibly can here. And that's kind of what we're both of the supports are doing, to try and heal up the mag as much as possible to get that push back to push the enemy team. He's taking a lot of damage here, and obviously this is where we're getting a lot of our healing stats padded, as you would say, because the mag's just tanking tons of damage, right? So healing tanks up obviously will bring up that healing number. Again, popping a Loki clone down right here, which allows us to swap to him, but also allows us to output this healing right here. He's trying to get the Luna ult once more, which obviously is what we were looking for, so we can get the push again. Using the claps and the freeze balls as much as we possibly can. Use the ultimate, then you can end in maybe some claps and freeze balls as well whilst the ultimate's finished. If we do get a chance to, right? Like I said, use all those cooldowns as much as we possibly can. And then we turn it to Loki form, and then we'll get our cooldowns back. Anyway, so like I said, making the maximum efficiency use of all the heroes that we're switching to. And it seems like we're always swapping to Luna, but it's working really well, obviously. And that's the kind of big meta play, to have as many Luna ults as possible. Trying to heal up our Luna Snow, keep her alive here, obviously. Doing our best. But we've got the enemy team pushing up absolutely quickly on top of us right now. So this will be the final push for the enemy team. Obviously, they just need to cap this last section, and then again, we're pretty much even in terms of points, and we'll be going to overtime and all that kind of stuff. As you can see, we've got a Loki clone to our left here. We could probably put one to our right on top of that high ground right there if we can place that. That would be really cool. But we've got our ultimate as well ready to go. We're probably looking for another Luna ult at some point. As you can see, we've popping that. Another Luna ult. Again, of course, what else would we be doing if we didn't get a Luna ultimate? The Hulk kind of left us this time, which is a bit concerning. But she kind of just hit us and then left. But we managed to kind of counteract most of these ultimates that are going off with the enemy team with our ultimate here. Our Luna's almost got her ultimate again once more as well, which is always really handy, because then we'll have 2 Luna ults going off. But we're trying to place our clones in better positions. Unfortunately, that does not work out. We can see what we're trying to do though with the high ground placement. Again, helping out our Captain America here with the Namor, with the splash damage that we can deal round corners. Switch back to our backline here, and we've got our Luna popping her ultimate now to keep us alive. We've also popped our lamps down too, which should also help a little bit whilst our Luna's using her ult. Again, better low-key placement here, trying to get some high ground, snapped into a better position, but we still get taken out. Spawn back in now, just trying to heal up our team as much as we can, as you can see here. Popped our lamps to keep ourselves alive. Obviously, again, the Hulk's doing a really good job at diving us. Get the claps in, get the freeze ball in, and then what we need to do is got the ultimate going. We do get taken out though, man. That's crazy. We get taken out by a Namor. Oh, I wonder if he was getting damage boosted as well at the same time from his Luna. That would explain an absolute ton. So we're on overtime on the defending side now. So as you can see here, we're doing our job at trying to just heal up our teammates whilst we placed our clones in a better line of sight position than before. Healing up our team as much as we can. Obviously not focusing too much on damage right now, which he's not doing. This is probably not the best position to be in, but he is getting heals regardless. The Emma's pushing our Luna back, which is a bit crazy. Get better position on the high ground with the clone there. Also, we could switch to that clone if we need to as well. Popping these heals out as much as we can. And again, try to deal damage around the corner here so we're not in the full line of sight of damage. And yet again, another Luna ultimate, right? Crazy. Get a freeze ball going. And then pop the ultimate. Try to keep the enemy team pinned back as much as we can here. And our Luna also has an ultimate. Get another freeze ball off last second. Back in the fight now, and we've got the Hulk popped his ultimate. We've got our lamps going down to stop the mag ult. The enemy team has almost completed the overtime timer, which obviously we need to keep an eye on here. And we've got an Emma ultimate going off as well, but we're behind cover right now with a health pack if we need it. Again, popping as much healing as we can, and we've got another Luna ult to hold off this capture. There's so many Luna ults, man. We've almost got our teammates Luna ult once again. But what we do notice here is that we're always getting the Luna ult before our Luna Snow, which I just find absolutely crazy, right? We've got a Doctor Strange portal going off. There wouldn't be no endgame plays if there was no Doctor Strange portals, trying to get back to the point. Trying our best here to hold off the enemy team. Got another Luna ult going off, and we'll probably have our own Luna ult going off, which, oh, this is actually our Luna, sorry, that's going off right now. On the attacking side this time, and our Venom switched to an Emma Frost, which might be a bit handy for this last and final fight. No dive is kind of required here. The enemy team still have their Hulk, so that's something I do want to mention. But we've got a good angle here where we can see the enemy team doing a bit of damage and they can't see us, right? So that's what's good about this Loki clone placement right now. Again, placing them on high ground, good for an escape tool and also good line of sight. We managed to push up really, really quickly here. I don't know if our Captain America's doing a really solid job in this backline. It'd be nice to see his perspective at some point, but again, we're trying to see what our Loki's doing. Keeping this kind of secret kind of cover around this corner where we don't need to kind of peek out too much. and our clothes could kind of do all the work, right? Got another Luna ult going off, obviously. What else have we got here if we don't have Luna ults? Left, right, and center in this. And again, we're going to offset this with our own Luna Snow. Loads of ultimates going off again. Damage ults trying to take us out of our ultimate here. But we're holding it off, and then our Luna has our ultimate ready to go as well. So another ultimate there going off. Another Luna Snow ultimate, unfortunately. Crazy ultimates though. I mean, there's loads of them, and obviously a lot of the ultimates will be part and parcel to the healing that we're doing as Loki as well. This is a really good position to be in, actually. He's very good high ground, very safe spot, and really good line of sight actually for his healing of his teammates. As you can see, man, he's just able to see absolutely everyone. And you'll need to reposition now, obviously, to this position right here, which again, another really, really good position to be in. Trying to do his best to keep his Luna alive. And he's trying to kill the Namor, or do at least some damage to him to kind of get him to back off a little bit. Got some more damage going here. We've got a Mag ultimate and a Phoenix ultimate, but we managed to kill the Phoenix out the sky. That is crazy, man. Good push here. We've got 2 enemy players dead still, so we could kind of get the stagger on the enemy team slightly. Using our Luna again for another Luna ultimate, of course. And what we do is we wait slightly longer to maybe around about 70% on our Luna, because we can then do another back-to-back ultimate again, which I just think is absolutely crazy in my opinion, the fact that you can still do this. Again, staying alive, keeping our team alive throughout this whole entire fight. Using the freeze ball if we can. Popping some damage. Our Luna's almost got our ultimate, but it doesn't really matter anyway. So there we have it. That's our guy VP Sayep, who goes 15 and 9 with 42 assists. But what's more impressive is that he does 92k healing with Loki. The Luna Snow does 83, by the way, as well, which is absolutely crazy healing numbers. I think that's absolutely ridiculous, and this is a world record for Loki players. I think this is absolutely insane. If you enjoyed this video and you learned something new, don't forget to subscribe to the channel, as we do like to spectate tons of players when it comes to Marvel Rivals, and especially the best players in the game. And thank you very much for watching.